Hello everybody, another week is wrapped up in this journey, so it's time for a new update. Before getting started, I want to quickly mention that there was no tournament this week. 2 weeks ago, the tournament organizers switched to using Smash.gg for their signups, but I guess it was a frustrating website to deal with because way less people were joining the tournaments. So they pushed it back to next Sunday, and just 2 days after switching the signups back to Challenge, I think it's called, there's already double the amount of applicants, so hopefully that means next week's tournament will have some fresh faces. Aside from that small note, I don't have too many things to say about the past 2 days. Unfortunately, it was probably the worst week I've had online, with literally 80 to 85% of my matches being laggy. I added a ton of people to my blacklist, but it felt like nothing was changing, so just bad luck this week, I guess. I dropped from Super Gold, but I'm still in the 5,000-ish LP range, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm sure I can get that up pretty quickly, assuming I don't have the same problems in this coming week. The good news for this week is that I was able to successfully complete all of my goals. I think my throw game is better, my notes are almost fully updated. I do want to make a section in my blockstring notes about outlining the Kolin throw game. I did forget to do that this week. I got some whiff punishing practice in, though with the lag I didn't get to do too much of it. And then finally I found the meaties for my Super, V-Skill, and V-Trigger 1. Speaking of V-Triggers, and I think I might have said this before, but now that I understand Kolin way better than when I started, I'm wondering if it's time to start experimenting with V-Trigger 2 a little bit. I was looking for VT1 setups on YouTube and Discord, and it was just like pages and pages of search results, all related to all sorts of V-Trigger 2 tricks. I don't want to become dependent on any of the dirty gimmicks when I'm still learning the game, but against characters like Guile and now Sagat, I feel like VT2 would become way more useful just because of the fireball help that it gives you. Depending on how things go with the goals this week, I might mess around with the basics of it, and if I don't have time, then for sure I'll check it out next week as a mini goal. Week 17 is going to have 3 goals this time around. The first 2 goals are shimmies and whiff traps. I was originally going to split these 2 up, but it doesn't seem like shimmies are difficult enough to warrant their own week, so I'm going to lump them together and see what happens. The third goal is just to make that small flowchart of Kolin's throw game that I was talking about. I want to keep this week pretty small and focused since whiff traps are another completely brand new concept to me. I haven't done any research yet, but I'm assuming that it's something that I kind of need to lab on my own since I've never seen that term in any of the Kolin guides that I've checked out. I believe learning these 2 skills will put me on track with the Ultra Gold rank up video, so for the first time ever, I think I'll finally be caught up with everything. I don't know if I can do it, but it would be pretty sweet to hit that Ultra Gold milestone by the end of the month. Another thing, it's also been a while since I've looked at Frabasaur's videos and Sheldon's lessons, so this week I'm going to be taking a peek at those just in case I find something particularly useful for the coming months. In terms of learning the neutral, I think it's going alright. I'll put some footage up of a couple parries that I landed throughout the week, but again, it's hard to work on this stuff with the connection issues. Hopefully this coming week, I'll get to see if I'm doing okay with the whiff punishing too. And that about wraps things up, I think. Oh, you know what? In the description, I'll post the Kolin Oki guides that I checked out for future reference. One of them is basically the de facto Kolin guide on the Discord, but some awesome people completely updated it this month, I think. The other is old, from about the time Kolin released, but it's still accurate as far as I know. And yeah, I'd expect the next few updates to be a bit bigger since I won't be reviewing anymore, but until then, I hope you guys have a happy and safe Thanksgiving. See you guys next time.